Get it. It's the same way. Actually, the flag behind me is the Sons of Ben. Shout out to the Union. But we are going to see this number 1 and 2 seeds do battle in the last round of the tournament. Welcome one and all to Grand Finals here at Fusion. You already know it's Monday night. It's Smash Night in Jersey. Here on Collision, it's Jakal versus Synnister, the 2 seed in winner's side. But the number 1 seed, Jakal, in losers. You got to win 2 sets against a very good Ken. Below you in the rankings, but on top on the bracket, Synnister looking to make a statement here. Autofocus to get back to the stage, but Jakal always on the hunt. Hungry like the wolf. We'll have to see if he feasts here tonight and gets his teeth into that one. That's an up smash to take stock number 1 in the first blood of Grands.
Synnister's going to have to watch out for that up smash when recovering because, hey, that focus attack will get through those back airs and the nairs, as we see right there. But that up smash, that's 2 hits. That'll break through.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that is, it is so dangerous. It is a deceptively good coverage option. Like, I know it's not exactly a revelation to say, oh, hey, you know, up smash is good on Wolf. But, man, oh man, you don't know how good it is sometimes.
Hey, it's so good that Jakal will, just spam it and then kind of lose sets from it. But not tonight.
Yeah. That's just how it is, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Ooh, there we go. The double parry into the Shoryuken. And now Synnister bringing this back. 104-8-0 for the World Warrior.
Yeah, no, that's just how it rolls, man. I don't know. But when you're saying something like Synnister, who, you know what? Let me not talk about Synnister. Jakal just go ahead and cut me off. But that is Jakal sitting at 14%. And again, I don't know why you're making that approach on the platform. You know, that's got to be what he's thinking. It's like, hey, man, if you want to give me a stock, that's cool. I'll take it. But like, are you sure you really want to do that? Like, he was raised properly. Jakal's a good dude. So out of courtesy, he's gonna ask, are you sure you want to be doing this with your life?
And then he's going to take it. Uh-oh. But here we go. Broken Shield? No. Instead, Synnister actually just trying to bait that out. Another confirm. 1 more stock apiece.
Yeah. No, that's... it's never a foregone conclusion, but goodness gracious, when you get Ken off ledge and Wolf ready to pounce, certainly starts looking like it. However, Jakal, with the wherewithal to roll out, and knowing that you need to, at the very least, challenge Ken if you're going to be jumping. Like, I get it. You don't necessarily want to be jumping into Ken all willy-nilly. Because, again, Synnister getting a lot of mileage out of counterpunching. You still want to be able to take advantage, take initiative. And certainly Wolf has the hitboxes with which to do that.
Oh, he rolled into the up tilt.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And yeah, if you're going to be able to catch a wayward roll, then that's about with which you want to do it. And at that percentage, definitely going to kill. Jakal doing well in that game number 1. But yeah, Synnister is being made to answer for quite a few things. And again, like a very good player, but I'm seeing a few too many mental lapses at inopportune times, and Synnister is going to have to tighten that up if they're going to take this tournament, or really just if they're going to want to phase Jakal as we get into this game too. Getting a good view of the players' faces, and honestly, it's a.
I think it's better. I really want to see. Listen, it's the reason why I go front row seats to a lot of things. I can see the spits of their anger, But Synnister right there losing this first stock. Jakal only 8%, and I do think that where Synnister is struggling in this set compared to the other one is that Jakal's doing a lot of empty hops, a lot of empty jumps right in him, gets these grabs, and then once he has the momentum, he's just kind of dashing back, dashes, up airs. And that's another dead Ken. He is on a roll.
Oh my goodness! No, yeah, I was going to give credit to Synnister because we were on that face cam, but didn't really seem like they were all that phased by that stock number 1. But Jakal right now at 88.2%. And on taking Synnister down to the last stock, Hell Wheel to put him off stage. But man, this is Oh,
Oh,
see
you
now
can't
you're
get off that platform.
now you're having to fish for stuff, and this is not exactly what you want to be doing. Trying to get the upbeat going.
Oh,
Not,
okay. No, scared him. It's fine. It's good. Jackal has
Yeah.
2 more stocks versus Sinister's 1.
yeah. Jackal makes it back to stage via the Angel platform. Only had to give up a stock to do it. That's the good thing about having that sort of capital. Is sometimes
Oh, oh no,
sometimes
both
it's a resource, and boy, oh boy, it is botched recovery night here in Rahway, and we are going to go to game number 3 in a rather conspicuous fashion, I would say.
Now, Sinister does have a whole set to play with, so he can use this as a warm-up, get the download. But I don't think you want to go on a reset against Jakal, who, has that mental fortitude and the endurance to play as well as he does round 1 into grand finals.
Yeah, that is true. But I mean, if you're someone like Beast, or really someone like Synnister, I should say, where like,
Listen, I know you
mean,
wanted Beast here, but
yeah, no, a part of me did. Like, I can only hide my biases so much. But then again, it is something like, if you're Synnister, you are maybe similar to Beast in that you have the Ken and you know that you're really good with it. You made the PR with this character, but you also do have characters in your pocket that are maybe even just slightly different, but you have experience with it. I mean, for Beast, it's a Fox, and I know that he's experimented with Falco in the past. But with Synnister, it's the Ryu, and you do have differences with that character. Maybe it matches up worse on paper, but at the end of the day, it's like if you're tired of throwing fastballs, maybe you catch them with a changeup, right? Like whatever it is that gets them off kilter, even if it is a separate character that has maybe more of a high risk, high reward sort of approach to it. Because right now your Ken is kind of getting red for filth, if I'm being completely honest. So what is it that you're going to do to change that up? Sometimes you need that fresh coat of paint. Sometimes you need to kind of take things over. And right now, doing well to keep things even at 2 stocks apiece, but at 146, that stock lead was never going to last.
No, but I do think this is a great change up in, you're talking about a fresh coat of paint. A stage is a great fresh coat of paint, You got a longer stage, you got that mono plats, and it looks like Sinister's doing a lot better job of just holding that center stage and actually keeping Jakal. Ooh, is that going to be it? He's not recovering from that. Jakal, you can't double jump. Shotos are always ready for that spike.
Yeah, no, that was begging for Synnister to take advantage of, and well done for Synnister. That's you're talking about a fresh coat of paint, perhaps more fresh than we realize. I believe this is the first appearance of Hollow Bastion on this for this top 8, at least on stream. But we are going to see now Jakal trying to make this comeback happen. If you want to reset it in 3 games, you're gonna need to take 2 successive stocks in order to do it, and we have seen Jakal make comebacks like that, but I think you're going to need a few less trades and a few more hitboxes in pursuit, which I don't think that's the position you ever want to find yourself in, especially when you find yourself flat-footed like that. Hey, you wanted help getting into the air. Let me provide that for you. That is going to be Synnister, taking us to game 4, finally getting off the board.
No, so what do you think Synnister did better this game than he did the last 2? Because I think he just won a lot more neutral interactions and was respecting Jakal a lot more at ledge. It's like, okay, you come on the stage, and this is where I'm going to play my game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot more of just kind of letting the game come to them, while also not necessarily being passive, right? Like, I mean, we talked about the importance of counterpunching. You're still needing to take initiative. Like, if you're able to catch out the movement options with stuff like jab in order to set up into the DP, you're doing okay for yourself. So Synnister, at the very least, like, you're going to have to go to Pokemon Stadium. You're going to have to deal with Jakal in the natural environment. That Nair is going to take him all the way off the stage. And Synnister, you know what? All you need is a little bit of wind in your sails, and suddenly you can get this ship righted. Synnister looking very, very good in this game number 4.
Yeah, the strategy of walking up, shielding, or even just running up and shielding and wait for Jakal to actually hit your shield first. Very, very good. That's the counterpunch strategy that, oh, actually focus attacked the top hitbox. You know, very rare occurrence of that up smash, not just taking him out.
No, that was cheeky, but then again, you saw Jakal kind of winding up for it. I think it was ever so slightly reactable. Synnister, though, doing well to put Jakal into a precarious position and also getting absolute maximum value out of this stock at 163. That is a boatload of rage, and Jakal's defense is getting holes punched in it. We could be well on our way to a Game 5, a dash attack. I mean, it seemed to be ceremonial at that point. Synnister loses the first stock, but in that time, Jakal has lost 2 to this Ken.
Okay, it looks like Jakal's. Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh! Never mind. Oh, I'm sorry. That was. What do you even say to that? A breathtaking Wolf Flash. Synnister opening it up. And Jakal, never turn your back on a monster, says the #1 seed of the tournament. This stalwart of Jersey Smash, who time and again has proven to be the man to beat in Rawway. And Jakal, now with this game in his clutches, could be forcing a reset, and he does! 3-1, and it's a whole new ball game. Synnister, head spinning, mind reeling. What can you do about this?
Lock in. No other choice. But Synnister, obviously having taken one game, knows the strategy. But I will say, goodness gracious, yeah, recovering low, especially when Jakal is that confident to get those flashes, it's tough. But Synnister's going to look at these notes, going to go back to PS3. He's like, hold up a second. I got this. Let me redeem myself on this stage.
I mean, you have no choice. Like, yeah, you have no choice. You actually just got taken for a ride. Now here we are in true finals, and you are being just absolutely, I mean, you have to get out on the right foot just because, I mean, for your own mental sake, right? Like, you just got taken for a ride in that game. Oh my gosh.
Yo, he's taking himself for a ride out of the stage.
I mean, we're talking about these mental lapses, and that Game 4 was not a mental lapse. 2 stocks apiece now, and good for Synnister to getting back on track. That Game 4 was not a mental lapse. It was like, I don't think you needed to go to ledge. I kind of get it, but, I mean, Jakal was there to take advantage. You have to be aware of that. You know, that Wolf has that option in him. But, I mean, that really was Jakal winning that game more than it was Synnister losing. I mean, did you need to give up that first stock? No, but you did well to get it back. Now you need to get some footing under you and make sure that you're not getting backyard at ledge, but also not getting up smashed at, off of the roll or off of the jump. Like, this is just an absolute bevy of coverage options that Jakal, I think, led Jakal to choose Wolf O'Donnell in the first place within the first 3 months of this game's life cycle. And that's the level of practice, the level of precision, the level of power that you are dealing with whenever you face off against the young Jude Harris.
Oh, but there we go. Bringing it back. Jakal was fishing for that back air so hard, but Synnister obviously staying very disciplined, not going in. He's like, I'm going to see what you're going to throw, and then I'll make my way forward. But at ledge, can't survive for long. That forward tilt going to take him out now, 1 stock apiece. And we are seeing a much more jumpy Synnister. Jakal taking full advantage. 60% off a caught jump.
Yeah, no, this is beautiful. And you knew that the back air was looming, but Synnister not quite done yet. Misses the ledge on the recovery and does so again, this time coming up short. And that is Jakal going to take game #1. And that is man, I mean, what do you even say to that? Synnister, I feel like there was a lot to like from Synnister's game there, but man, it's just, again, the lapses, they seem to be glaring at me just a little too hard.
I mean, obviously, that first stock SD, I think that would have been Synnister's game had he kept it. But right now we
Yeah.
are going to Final Destination, a little more Street Fighter friendly right here. We don't have those platforms, so it is going to be harder for Synnister to recover at some points, but it's also going to be a lot easier for him not to get trapped in neutral.
Yeah, no, I mean, whatever you can do to take an advantage away from Wolf is something that you're just gonna have to. You're
Whoa.
gonna have to reckon with this, no matter what, right? Like this is you, the DP at the edge, trying to catch out trying to read a jump, and has to pay for it with a stock. I mean, it's one of those things that you can't exactly afford to do. But the shield break at ledge, a repeat of what happened twice in the winners final set. And now Jakal has been shield broken 3 times by Synnister in this one night.
I mean, that's excellent because even if, like, even if it doesn't win him the sets, like, at least the mental damage is there, giving him the momentum to start bringing this back. But that back air, talking about mental damage, you're like, that is so oppressive.
Yeah, no, Jakal is trying to make quick work of this, Ken, trying to send a message to both Synnister and anyone else watching. Did you think I was really going anywhere? I'm sorry, did you think I left? Did you think that I was not going to assert myself? Jakal trying to make this set 2-0, trying to reset the bracket on this promising upstart, Ken. And yeah, the directional air dodge has not been working out for him before, but goodness gracious, the nair at ledge, tried and true, and Jakal 1 game away from taking this edition of Fusion.
All right, maybe FD was not that final choice, but we've been in this position once more. In that last set before the resets, it was 2-0. Synnister able to bring that back on Hollow Bastion. And, I do think he's going to need that mental fortitude right now. Again, you were talking about these mental lapses, very glaring mistakes, but it looks like FD is going to be our choice for possible final game in this set. Now, Synnister kind of dashing back and forth, seeing what Jakal's going to throw out. One mistake, and that's going to be another 60% against Synnister.
Okay. Synnister being a little bit more judicious with the buttons at the start of this game, number 3, which I do appreciate, but Jakal so efficient when you get advantage state, you cannot let it go, and boy, oh boy, does Jakal just take it and squeeze the life out of their opponents.
All right, try to delayed gentleman right there, nothing coming. And there we go, nice little jab into that, but the DI coming in clutch. No high recovery here from Jakal, hasn't really happened since, goodness gracious, who knows when. No need for it against Synnister, but catches the roll, get the Tatsu, still makes it back to ledge, but we're not actually going to ledge, we're back on stage. Oh, double focus attack, but the up tilt actually almost cleaning him out. That's a mistake. All right, Jakal, I don't want to get fancy with it, but not here.
No, you don't really need to be doing that. Synnister does have a, it does feel like a vindication of kind of slowing things down and taking it easy and focusing more on, as the tag would suggest, footsies, the neutral game, trying to get things done in that way. But when you put yourself on ledge at that percentage, you are liable to be forward tilted, and indeed, that is what Jakal dials up, gets the job done. 2 stocks apiece, but Jakal, you just know that you're going to be maximizing your offense if you are Jakal. You know that this can, you've been playing him for 3 sets now, and you know that he's going to have the struggles. You know that they're going to have to work some stuff out when dealing with you, and how well you approach in the air and how well you maximize your advantage state. Though, what is it that you do with that mental damage? You're going to have to take your licks, as you see there. In fact, Synnister could very well be taking a 2-1 stock lead. But how long does that last?
Right now, as long as he can call out an empty hop onto shield, he had a couple moments where he's like, oh, let me grab, but then Jakal just kind of jumped away. But how does he recover? Gets the grab, a back throw isn't going to be enough to take it, but 155 has to air dodge. The nair coming out, what a trade, but the flash actually getting back safely. Forward tilt, ooh, even the dog's getting into it. I know
He saw a wolf on screen and had to show the bias, but Synnister, oh my goodness. Yeah, now the dog's trying to cheer on Jakal. Goodness gracious. 158, Synnister. Just 1 stock away from getting off the floor and on the board. Can Jakal silence Synnister once and for all here in this grand finals and solidify a clean 3-0. A Nair sending Synnister across the stage. And yeah, no, you ain't grabbing ledge, boy. Not as long as I have these claws drawn. Jakal, hungry like the wolf and hunting down a victory. He's one stock away.
Here we go, forward tilt, fair. I try to chase in the air. He's just walking away, and I think that's been very, very good this set right now. Just the ability to walk away or walk forward and not put yourself in a position where, like, if I ran forward, I can't go back.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you can't really afford to look back in a situation like this. So you really do have to be, I mean, judicious for sure, but Synnister, again, not doubting it, knowing my aim is true and my punches, they hit hard. Synnister is on the board at long last, and we are going to a game 4.
Who knew walking was so important in this game? Take note, folks. You don't have to be running all the time. You just have to have your opponent running scared.
Exactly. Yeah. And I wouldn't exactly call that running scared, but definitely Jakal was trying to measure the shot just a little bit. Maybe took a little too much time. But we are going to go to triplats for the first time in this grand finals, I believe. And, well, the first time in this top 8. So we're just going to take a world tour of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate real fast. And now Jakal going to triplats for a reason, and it's really not hard to deduce why.
Yeah, you want to be able to get those, top kills. But I do think it works out for Synnister as well because you do have the Shoryuken that will land on that top platform pretty easily. So you can get out in some hairy situations.
Absolutely. Autofocus. You know, man, that is just... that's one of those things that, I mean, when you wind up hitting the focus attack, it does do just a little bit of mental damage. At least it does to me. But then again, I'm not the top player here, am I?
Listen, it does mental damage to me. I remember Street Fighter 4. I remember those one-frame links. Never again. These old man hands can't do it.
Yeah, no, it's, I think we're just, is this going to become a group therapy session after we're done? Like, is this just, is this what this Discord call is about to be? What I can say, Jakal, perfectly content with the state of things right now, just over a minute into this game number 4, and is going to take stock number 1. Synnister did benefit from slowing the game down in game number 3, but this time it seems to be Jakal that revels in taking time and playing patient.
Oh, but there we go. Playing just a little jumpy, and, Synnister just keeping it cool, staying grounded, having him come to him, and he's got these forward tilts, he's got these down tilts, but Jakal does still have these hops, and hey, these platforms coming in clutch right there, able to just kind of jump away.
Now we're seeing, again, you utilizing the Tatsumaki just a little bit more. You want to hang on to ledge, that's perfectly fine. I got down tilts too, buddy. So we are going to see another 2-stock situation. Synnister trying to hang on for dear life, is able to catch out Jakal being just a little too close to ledge. But Jakal is more than content with that, and Jakal again 1 stock away from victory, this time at Battlefield.
I feel like we're going to get a cheeky flash off stage here. Jakal, no stranger to just letting her rip here when he's up 1 stock. He can afford to lose it, perhaps. But right now, does miss that conversion, crossed up too far. He's trying to run in. Jakal gets the grab first.
We're seeing it. I mean, we're seeing the potential, right? Like, this is not a bad showing from Synnister at all, even if it ends off this way. But Synnister is trying his damnedest to make sure that it does not. At 105, down to their last stock, needs to take Jakal up and out, and is going to need to do so in pretty quick fashion. I'm not sure if this is the stage to do it, especially when you're off stage. Use the jump. Utilizing Tatsumaki, he's able to recover.
No, not the
flash all the way across the stage. Can you make it back? The answer is yes. But goodness gracious, life flashing before the eyes of one Mr. Masters, and almost losing it right there, sitting at 161. No room for error, and there is the error. Jakal wins the 243rd edition of Fusion here in Rahway.
Oh man, just came down to the bitter wire right there. Synnister obviously happy with that performance. Jakal, listen, if this was a close 3-1, if anything.
Oh,
So many moments.
100%. No, the Synnister had a lot better of a showing here in this reset than he did in the first set. Got to give credit where credit is due, because Synnister, again, making the game come to him just a little bit more, playing patiently. And even though it only came to the tune of one game, you did see, again, like the difference in results in those games where he was trying to rush things before and jumping into the space of Wolf, which, oh my God, is that ill-advised. But you found it just to be a little bit more equitable in that game number, in those games 2 and 3, even though, again, a loss on the board, but still you're seeing it like letting the Wolf approach the space and taking advantage.
Yeah, but let's not forget to include all the diverse mistakes that Synnister has made. I think those nerves really got to him in those first and second games where,
Yes.
he SD'd the first stock. He did like auto turnaround and, lost another advantage state because of it. And really, I think that is like the heartbreaking fact of it, is that Synnister, I believe, could have won a couple more games, probably had a closer reset than it was before. And even here in like that last game, just the mistake of jumping into Wolf and on top of him, where Jakal could have thrown out practically anything and killed him. Those are just moments where Synnister has to tighten it up and I guess not play it slower, but just keep in mind like, hey, this is my instinct to jump. This is the game is Jump Simulator in a lot of ways. Don't do it. Walk away.
Getting jumping in on I will kill you if you jump the character. Maybe ill-advised, but at the same time, it was those other lapses where you saw maybe just misjudging the recovery, going past the ledge just a little bit, or air dodging. I mean, we saw those directional air dodges where Jakal was able to take advantage of that. Even in the winner's final set, that never quite went away. And I understand that it's hard to recover as Shotos. You just can't do that. Not above ledge. That's just something that is going to have to be taken out of your repertoire. But as we saw there, the coup de grace being administered off of the roll into the up tilt, that is going to do it for us. But I will ask one time, Amor, our producer, go ahead and hit him with the ad slides. Once again, you are watching Collision, and homies, we cannot thank you enough for your support. So what we're going to do is ask you to hit that purple heart to follow. Subscribe if you're so inclined. If you think it's time, drop the prime. Anything that you can do to help us out and grow Smash in the tri-state region, in the heart of Smash, is more than appreciated. You can also hit us up on Twitter at Collision Smash. And of course, the VODs, youtube.com/Collision series to see VODs from this and from Fusion's past, along with many other tournaments. And Swiss Rider, why don't you tell them a little bit about what we've got going on next week here in
Next week? Well, we got another Fusion. If you are inspired by what you saw today and you're like, hey, I could do that, you probably can, but you got to come down to Fusion to show us. Hey, maybe you'll be on stream as well, but no matter what happens, you're going to get some of the best Smash you ever played with lots of new friends, lots of old heads, and once you are out of bracket, you do have a redemption, always a lot of fun, and access to all the arcade games you can play until closing. Unless they got a job, then, you got to get out a little early. But you got to get out to save Brooklyn Games and Arcade. Go to their campaign. They do have t-shirts on sale, which 70% of the proceeds will go towards the operating cost. They're trying to stay open until March 2026. A big ask. But this community, Smash, the FGC in general, are no strangers to big asks. So what I'm asking you to do is open your heart and your wallets, scan the QR code, and make sure to either buy a t-shirt, donate to the GoFundMe, or even just attend one of their events like Sunset Radio on Thursday. Every little bit counts. Drag your friend, buy a water, or a little something, but just be part of something that is very special to the Brooklyn FGC community and help them stay in operations just a little bit longer.
Absolutely. Support the Brooklyn Games Arcade. But folks, if you want to get on out to Akron, Ohio for Ring Out, November 22nd through 23rd, 2K in pot bonuses. You want to throw hands and get 2 bands, Ring Out is the place to do it. All best of 5 throughout the bracket. They got catering out in that piece and friendly setups. You're going to want to make your way over to Akron, Ohio. Start.gg/ringout, November 22nd through 23rd in Akron. Start.gg/ringout.
Now, but you got to get out to Collision. Is your calendar set? Are you coming?
Yo, you already know. Come on, man. This is my hometown tournament, man. This is Collision we're talking about. This is Tri-States Major, man.
So I'm going to take that as a maybe. But anyway, for all the rest of you, August 22nd through the 21st, be sure to register at start.gg/collision. It's in Meadowlands Expo Center, closer than ever before, Secaucus, New Jersey. So easy to get to by train, by plane, by bus. You can even walk there if you're so inclined to do the highway, but don't do that. Just be sure to secure your transportation, secure a hotel, crash at a friend's place, and register, because this is going to be some of the best Smash you've ever played and seen.
Yeah, you already know, man. And that is going to do it for us for this 243rd edition. We hope to see you back here next Monday for Fusion 244. And that's just what it is. It's Monday night. It's Smash night here in the Garden State. So for Swiss Writer, for a more in production, I'm Stu the announcer saying good night. And until we meet again, happy smashing.